Good morning, Periscope. Here we are, it's Monday morning again. So these are my orders from Good morning, Steno Girl. Every Monday I show some of my orders from the day before. So this is my orders from Sunday. This week there's only 2 packages, which is fine with me. Could be 100, but good morning from Boston. Yeah, we're live from New York City. So this is my orders from yesterday. 2 packages. One's got like 60 or something, the other has 30, so it's $90 or $100 worth of stuff. I was at the flea market yesterday, and we did well there. So my theme every Monday is that we can get double our money. Good morning, everybody. We're live from New York. I keep running a theme that you can make your money work double for you. Some of you see me out at the flea markets, and I do some of the same merch running on eBay, so I can get double the amount. In some cases, even more on eBay. Like I showed a headset, I think the other day when I was coming home from a distributor. I have a whole bunch of those that I list. By the way, my eBay handle is EnvyThisStuff as well. If somebody wants to see some of the stuff I'm doing. Is that my email on the wall? Yep. EnvyThisStuff@gmail.com. Everything we're about is envying this stuff, because we envy stuff and you guys do too. I don't know, it's kind of maybe a stupid name, but anyway, the Monday morning theme is that Monday is the beginning of a new week, and I was out at the flea market yesterday, Sunday, so I have only 2 orders today. But it's $90 or something worth of stuff, and it's $90 more worth of anything. So, that makes sense. On that note, if people have time, I don't know if people do this part-time or full-time or whatever, start branching out as well. I used to be on Amazon, and I'm going to expand out to that as well as some of the other sites as well. What do I sell? I mainly sell small electronics. I'm recently branched out to Marvel clothing and caps and some other items that I'm not sure yet. Like I picked up 3 skateboards on Saturday, but I'm not sure I'm going to stick with that. But I sell a lot of the caps, both the flea markets and online. And I'm going to move on to other stuff too, I think. Not exactly sure what yet, but we'll see. Actually, if anybody has any flea market questions or eBay questions, I'm no expert, but I've been doing it for a lot of years, and I could probably help anybody out who has something they need to maneuver through. Good morning, Spinning Dot. That's a great name, too. Better than EnvyThisStuff. Does anybody have any eBay or flea market questions? Good morning. Actually, that looks like somebody else's, or let me see, what is your name? I think I've seen that somewhere. Yes, Paul Castle. Okay, I've seen that cartoon thing or whatever it is. All right, so it's a quick scope. I only have 2 packages for today, but it's $90 I wouldn't have had anyway. I don't know what to sell. What I like to do, especially when I start out a new endeavor, is to stick with what I know. I am into computers and stuff, and hardware and software and things like that. So it doesn't mean that's what you have to sell, but at least it gives you, because there's lots of anxiety and discomfort and other stuff. At least if you sell what you know, you can have some sense of being at least comfortable in that part of it. What's a good place to buy wholesale for resale of fleas? Okay, I don't really have a good answer for that. Actually, I probably do, but because I live in New York City, I have a lot available to me. We have lots of industrial areas, both in New York City itself and in northern New Jersey. I also order a lot of my stuff directly from China. Okay? That said, that's what I do. What a lot of people do, though, is they go to these liquidation centers. Many of them are online, and they buy pallets worth of stuff or truckloads worth of stuff. Some of it they don't know exactly what they're getting. No, I don't use Alibaba, although enough people do. I've had bad experiences with that. What I might use them is when I need something really small that I'm just experimenting with it to get a sample, and hopefully it arrives. But often I might even just order that through eBay just to see what the new product is or something. Like an example is when selfie sticks first came out about a year and a half ago, or maybe they're not even really that old. I had purchased a few from there just to see what the heck they were, because they hadn't hit New York City yet. Now that they have, I just what's my favorite flea market? That's an interesting question. Well, I exhibit. I have a permanent spot at the Meadowlands Flea Market, which is a giant stadium um, in North New Jersey, right across from Manhattan. And I like that because there's a lot of people. They have to take a car to get there, which means they have enough money to at least have a car, and they're more the kind of upper middle class group. So there's that. It's also 11 miles from me because I live near JFK Airport. It still takes me about an hour and 15 minutes to get there because I can only get there by going through Manhattan. Actually, technically, I could take the George Washington Bridge around, but that ends up taking just as long. There's often a traffic jam, especially when I go home. So, yeah. There's other markets. Like I'm going to do one in mid New York State. It's called Stormville Airport. They have a website actually on this coming Sunday. It's not every week. It's about once every 6 weeks, but thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people come there. You can get new stuff. It, I believe, started out really as an antique market. So maybe those people kind of frown down what I'm doing because they don't really like new stuff. But the people who go do. It's in Stormville, New York. If you go to their website, you can Google it. I'm from New York City, so to us we call it upstate New York. But technically it's not upstate New York. Upstate New York is past the Catskills, up in Boston, but it's nowhere near that. It's even more south of Poughkeepsie. I don't know if you know where that is. It's just that, once we start seeing farms, we think we're in another country because we have a concrete jungle here. So, but I like that. That's every 6 weeks, and that can be one of my best shows every so often. If people are watching my scopes, you see I do Columbus a lot. I like to rotate as well because I find that sometimes you can oversaturate the market, so I go around. Also, some markets seem to do better at different times. Even though we're in New York City and it snows and stuff here, there is a bunch of markets that are open 12 months a year. So, but some seem to do better than others. There's the market in the Brooklyn, which I don't like 100%, but when it's super duper hot and so on, it seems to do better there. And it's only about 4 miles from me, and I can get there in 15 minutes. And it's got a few hundred vendors as well. But I like the specialty ones. And I'm thinking of getting at the street fairs and stuff this year. Some of them don't actually allow what I have. So I sell like cables, speakers, little Chotsky things, adapters, battery cases, portable batteries, solar chargers, Bluetooth neckpiece, Bluetooth headpiece, Bluetooth earpiece, Bluetooth selfie sticks. I sell Bluetooth adapters that can convert speakers to Bluetooth speakers. I sell Bluetooth splitters that allows you to go to 2 different devices. Yeah, so that's the cool thing. That's kind of my message every Monday, which is that even though actually I do a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with the flea market, but if we just focus on the flea market stuff, why not make your money work double for you? So I was at the flea market yesterday. So I woke up at 3:30 in the morning, I think. We left here, I think, at 4. When did we leave here? I think 4 something, and we didn't get home till 7. So that's a long, long day. It went well. It was super packed, but at the same time, I was getting orders. So if you saw in the beginning of the scope, there was only 2 orders. There's some Sundays where I get 20 orders. So it depends. I got a negative on Wednesday, my first negative in about, gosh, I'm going to say 4 years. And who knows whatever happens with the eBay algorithms. It's weird anyway. I don't even know that they even work because I can get, X orders on Monday through Thursday, and almost every Friday night I get a whole bunch of orders, which is a super pain in the neck because I go to the Meadowlands Saturday morning, so I have to pack them whenever they come in and get them out before we leave. My daughter sometimes brings it and does it for me too, whatever. But my older daughter, some of you saw my younger daughter yesterday, both in my scope and Wholesale Harry's scope. By the way, if people are interested in the flea markets, please follow Wholesale Harry. This guy is a smart guy, and he has a lot of savvy. If nothing else, his scope is entertaining. He did a scope when I got home that I watched it. Yeah, that's. Let me just try to find it quickly on my computer. He has a scope called. Come on. Oh man, it doesn't seem to be there anymore. It was called Hustling for Real or something like that, where him and his partner Pat were just going nuts at the flea market. Yes, he opened the store too. So if you're not following Wholesale Harry, please do so. If nothing, he's entertaining, but on a more serious note, you can learn from this guy. He's very original, so to speak. Both in he's original in the sense that he's unique. He's also original that he's going to tell you what he feels. He's not going to sugarcoat anything. So if anybody needs hand holding and so on, that's not the guy. But if you want to see somebody in action, he doesn't do tutorials and so on per se. But if you want to start learning and seeing how to, he's a hustler. I'm sort of a half hustler. So there's stuff like that. But if anybody has flea market questions or eBay questions, now might be a good time to ask them. This is EnvyThisStuff. My email is up here. Okay. Anybody who's not following you, please follow me, whether you're live or on the replay. You can ask me questions up there again. Nothing too elaborate. If it's a question that you think can involve consulting or something, then I'm not your guy right now. Not that I couldn't help you, but that's not what I do. I'm in northern New Jersey. Where is a liquidation center? That's hard to say. But what I can tell you this is that in New Brunswick and the Raritan Center area, Raritan Center, which is just north of the Amboys, that's where a lot of the shipping containers are done, and there's lots of industrial parks there. I don't know if there's a directory for them, and sometimes it's going to take a lot of hard work to find them. I have 2 people I go to there for some of the stuff I do. Actually, I haven't gone to them in about 6 months because I found an alternative. But if you go, it's just on the other side of Staten Island, basically, just a little south and a little west of it. There's also other places in New Jersey. So there's little industrial parks there. And it's almost where sometimes just to drive around and see the company signs or whatever. That said, finding a source can be hard. I'm a meticulous guy, and I work from home for the most part. I do other stuff too, but it's hard, and you can spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours trying to find that right person. And it's not always just about price. Okay, if you just do it by price, they can get anybody, and it's not always just about quality either. Because at that point, you get anybody either. Hey, Dustin, how you doing? Missed you guys yesterday. Hopefully, you guys are doing all right. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's not always about finding the most quality product and the best quality and the best price. Although those are important. And what you need to do is work your way up there. But I can say it's taken me thousands of hours sometimes. With a person knocking a door and indeed explain, well, you may not want to tell them what you did or you're doing, because lots of manufacturers and companies and factories, and certainly more known brand companies, they don't want to hear that you're selling on eBay, and they don't want to hear that you're selling at a flea market. I've gotten, I can't tell you how many emails I sent to, quote, reputable companies who either did not answer me at all or told me you're selling at a flea market, go away. Almost literally those words. They want to know that you have a website. They not want to know that you have a storefront, all these kind of things like that. And what I find is that persistence pays off. You got to work hard. You got to really, really do a lot of trekking, so to speak. Thanks for the scopes. No problem. Hope you enjoy them. And if you haven't followed me, follow me. I'm going to follow you right now, actually. I normally follow people after the scope is over. Nope, I didn't catch it. Okay, but you can see who there. Hey, there's Harry. Good morning, Harry. I just sent a bunch of people to you. So it's hard to source stuff. Actually, if you want to source perfumes, Charles, Harry is just logged on here. So you can follow him and look at his website, which is wholesaleharry.cheap. Man, that hustle for real scope you did yesterday, amazing, amazing. I didn't catch it till I got home last night. Yeah, that's live, man. That's awesome. Yeah, but spinning dot, you got to do a lot of work to find out who the wholesalers are and the resellers and stuff. It's hard. It's hard. And it can take a lot of work and a lot of trial and error and so on. But persistence is the name of the game. So that's key for things. Anybody else have any other eBay or flea market questions or whatever? Again, if you follow Wholesale Harry talking about persistence and working hard, you can see that guy. He's opening up a store too, and I assume he's going to keep scoping about his progress on the store. But you can see this guy working hard. And sometimes it's good to own things for yourself, right? I know I saw a scope, somebody asked you, why were you doing the thing yourself? And I'm like, why wouldn't he do the thing himself? And you're going to know when that store is done that you did it, and that it was part of your sweat and blood. So it's that kind of a thing. So it's important. And I think whatever your line of business is, you got to own up to what you're doing or not doing, and there's things like that. Anyway, this was a quick scope, and I showed you guys my packages early in the scope. So for people who are doing the replay, follow me, please. If you want to email me, I'm EnvyThisStuff@gmail.com. You can swipe up or down or something depending on whether you have Android or an iPhone. Yeah, you too, Harry. Have a great day with the store. Sounds like a lot of fun and very exciting. All right, so guys, I'm going to scope out too. That's why I just gave my handle again. So if you catch me on the replay, have a great day. And Monday. All right, guys, take it easy.